Hey there boys, it's Berry Games, and the PlayStation 4 seems to never want to die, and Sony is actually really upset about this. They are begging, pleading, they're on their knees asking consumers to actually switch from PS4 to PS5. Sony can see the numbers of how many people still use their PlayStation 4 up to this day, playing some of the newest titles like Call of Duty, even Fortnite, everything else under the sun. Not really limited by that much, as a ton of PlayStation games are still being released for PS4. And of course, guys, we got a lot to talk about today. But before we get into it, I'd really appreciate it if you could just smash that like button, hit that subscribe bell. It really does help me out for the YouTube algorithm. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So Sony is sending out a from PlayStation message to PlayStation 4 users asking them to upgrade to PlayStation 5, and PS4 users are reporting that it is coming from the from PlayStation notification in the system menu. The message seen is meant to convince remaining PS4 users to upgrade to PlayStation 5, and based on both recent popular releases and upcoming titles that can only be played on the current gen console. They actually list out some of the games like Ghost of Yotei, First Light 007, Nioh 3, some of the real heavy hitters of the current generation, and the message is titled, "You played a good game in 2025, and the line is meant to create a sense of positive engagement with the PlayStation ecosystem before transitioning into a pitch about benefits of switching over to newer hardware. And while some may say it's about time to switch over to current gen hardware, people may just be content playing on PS4, especially if you don't have the displays to actually push the higher frame rates and stuff like that. And PlayStation pitch is about benefits, and of course, it's an argument based on their lineup of games, including both existing and future titles, mentioning some of the few PlayStation 5 exclusives that are still around. But lastly, the message encourages recipient PS4 users to scan the QR code included in the message to see the latest deals on the PlayStation 5 consoles in an effort to generate spontaneous upgrades. While the PS4 has had a lengthy lifespan, this official message suggests that Sony is becoming a bit more assertive about converting all PlayStation Network users over to current gen hardware, and of course that's where they make the most money. And could this be a sign for PlayStation moving forward? Like, are they about to cut support for PlayStation 4 network support? Like, I think I screwed that sentence up, but you get what I'm trying to say, because the PS5 was launched on November 12th, 2020, and the PS4 was launched all the way back in 2012. Like, do you think it's about time they cut support for the network? And of course, let me know what you think about all that down in the comments below. It's been Berry Games. Of course, I don't want any of these things to get cut. I want the support to last as long as possible. Let as much gamers game on the system they bought how they want to. But of course, not everyone thinks the same way. Let me know down in the comments below. It's been Berry Games. Click that like button, and as usual, have a great day.